Welcome to Maximum Heat. On tonight's episode, we've got a sizzling performance and interview just for you from Portland's own Puerta Negra. We go on a video voyage to learn more about your favorite music videos. Correspondent James Edward gives us a closer look into Puerta Negra's debut release, Costo Humano. All this and more coming up. So let's get started with Puerta Negra right here on Maximum Heat.
I didn't know. You seem to know pójdę tam, pójdę przed siebie, ale nigdy ja nie zapomnę. Ja nigdy już, ja nigdy, ja nie zapomnę.
E. Zeppelin can be found on Belgrado's recent Intra Apogeo. And if you'd like to win this copy, just type Belgrado in chat, and we'll pick a winner right after these words from Puerta Negra.
My name is Maria Aguirre. I am originally from the Rio Grande Valley, which is on the border of Texas and Mexico, and I use she, her pronouns.
My name is Mark Garciaga. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I use he, him pronouns.
I probably started dancing a lot to music at clubs and at a really young age, and just ended up with a really deep passion for all kinds of music, and started picking up guitars and bass maybe on and off through high school, and up until I moved to Portland about 13 years ago. I hadn't really played in a live band, so that's when it started.
Yeah, I've been playing in bands off and on since I was 13. Pretty much every instrument you can think of. And I met Maria in, I think, 2018 when I started our band Vueltas, and was blown away. And became friends, and eventually decided to do a music project together based on similar interests and having shared love for a whole range of things, really.
I think after people watch our live performances, they wouldn't guess that we are just really quiet, kind of shy, and kind of introverted people.
Ditto. So for our songs, we usually start with some kind of rhythmic idea or inspiration coming from some space outside of music, often art or film especially. I kind of translate or filter ideas into rhythms, and then sort of build up songs with the electronics that way.
So just based on where I grew up and living on the border, that's really informed everything about the lens through which I just observe the world. And it's really what drives the lyrics and the subject matter that Puerta Negra tries to introduce in our music. So just what I do is I kind of just think back to maybe the stories that I heard from my parents and other folks that immigrated into the United States, and the struggles of being like a first generation immigrant, and also just the horrors of just modern day, and all of those things just culminate and come together in the songs and in the lyrics and in kind of like the messages behind the songs.
Yeah, I draw a lot of inspiration from various art and film movements, and of course other musicians who paved the way for us now.
I draw a lot of inspiration from the visual and being able to observe and just watch other performers, other bands. Live music really inspires me. I also really enjoy different types of physical expression, like theatrical expression on stage, performance art. down to makeup, clothing, and accessories that kind of pull all of that together in a performance.
Performing at Substance was amazing. We performed next to our friend here in Ritual Vale, adjacent. That was a great time.
Almost every time we play a show, it's like a special experience, and we get to meet so many cool, just new friends everywhere we go. And I think Substance definitely is high up there. I also had one of the most amazing times in LA recently when we played at Rubicon Records alongside Cultura and Un Hombre Solo. That was probably up there at the very top for me, just because of like the warm welcome we received and how everyone was just showing so much love. I think we both have a passion for just giving back to our communities, and I can speak for myself when I say I've dedicated most of my adult life to community service and working with with folks who are experiencing different kinds of barriers. Namely, I work in a lot of translation type services where I translate for families and individuals that are trying to access services within our country who do not speak English, and predominantly I help the Spanish-speaking community.
We've been very fortunate to have to be able to play with a variety of people who we all mutually love and respect. Soschiaravere Un Hombre Solo, Cultura, like you name it.
I think that, it's funny because every time we end up playing with, even when it's like a mixed bill type of situation, it just always ends up being a really great experience. And like I was saying earlier, we just get to meet so many new friends and everyone coming together and playing music together. I think the ultimate goal is just to have a lot of fun and like be there for each other and kind of like support each other. I think that's like the main goal. As far as a specific band, I want to play with your band.
Yeah, an EP coming out on Syntheside this year, 2023. Playa Sola. Thanks to everyone who's been really supportive of our band so far. We really appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
I think we just probably want to thank everyone that's been supportive up until this point. We're super appreciative. Mil gracias to everybody who's bought our tapes, and hopefully you'll find our new records that are about to be released to the public for purchase just as interesting, and I hope you love them, and I hope you enjoy the new release coming out on Syntheside.
Things are heating up with summer right around the corner. So here's a quick look at some great acts heading your way in the month of June.
Child of Night will be touring through these cities. Maureen will be traveling through these cities. Male Tears will be touring through these Texas cities. Mutant will be touring through these cities.
welcome back. Puerta Negra's got one more for us. But first, let's check in with correspondent James Edward to learn more about their debut release, Costo Humano.
Hello, Maximum Heat Nation! I'm James Edward, and today I'd like to take some time to highlight the 22 EP by Puerta Negra called Costo, Humano. This Portland EBM duo, with help from Susan Subtrack, delivers a 6-track record made up of old synth-pop bangers, not unlike a lot of the up-and-comers in dark alternative right now, but the duo sets themselves apart with the use of the band's vocal style. Some songs make use of a call-and-response style kind of vocal, while some focus more on reiterating chants, but both members of the band consistently provide vocals for every song. And about those voices and the lyrics, the record is entirely in Spanish and boldly political. If you want to find out what they're saying, why don't you find some Google Translator? But also delivered in a harsh, aggressive industrial style, which really reminds me a lot of old Skinny Puppy, but with more overtly synth-pop, freestyle, and dance influence, which, is not a surprise when you have Susan Subtrack from High Functioning Flesh co-producing the thing. And if you're into more modern synth-punk acts like Orat and High Functioning Flesh and Choke Chain, then I strongly recommend you give this EP a listen. Even maybe purchase a cassette, purchase it digitally, or buy the vinyl edition that just came out. They also have a new album coming out via Syntheside Records in a couple months, and if you really want to give them a listen, you can find them on Bandcamp. And with that, I've been James Edward. Stay divalicious, Maximum Heat Nation, thrive.
You'd like to win this copy of Costo Humano, just type Humano in chat, and we'll pick a winner right after this.
And that's it for tonight's episode. I want to say thank you to everyone watching, and huge thanks to Puerta Negra for coming on. Be sure to pick up their upcoming album, Playa Sola, from Synthesized Records. Have a great night, and we'll catch you next time here on Maximum Heat.